we all kind of led with the same message and same motivation. And I think it's that clear message of love and gratitude and just putting our 115% into it that made everything kind of cohesive and really flow in a way that it looks like we were in the same room together.
Guys, I absolutely love this movie. I related to it on so many levels. As a biracial kid that didn't follow in his father's footsteps, he worked in the aerospace industry. I did not, obviously. I completely related to this movie, top to bottom. It's amazing. When you guys first read the script and the story, what spoke to you the most about Ember and Wade's characters?
So interesting enough, we didn't even get the full script.
Really?
I mean, I didn't even get to see what the whole story was until we actually watched the film for the first time. Mm-hmm. But when I popped on to a meeting with Peter Sohn and he just showed me the drawings and the renderings, one, they blew me away because they're just gorgeous. Mm. But it's his own personal story that also really resonated with me, how honest he was about his immigrant experience and how he ended up following his own path as well. But then me relating to Ember, I just relate so much to her self-discovery journey and how close she is to her family and the sacrifices that they've made for her. My parents did the same thing similarly. They kind of did it reverse where they really encouraged me to follow my dreams, but they did sacrifice a lot in the cost of that. And I felt like I was telling a bit of my story as well when he brought it up to me.
I just saw like the best parts of me in a character. And I was like in a kind of like a sullen kind of mode, a sullen kind of place. It was a dark space. I just did anyway. And I got to celebrate all of that and like really actively go back to that every couple of months and just do this beautiful story. Mm. And I didn't get the full script either, but just working with somebody like Pete and Denise and like the writers, like John and Kat and Brenda's beautiful script and Kara.
Yeah.
Kara
Shout out to Kara Brody. She's the best.
It was just like a balm for the soul. I just love this guy. It's just, it's just like love. It's pure love. So.
Good people.
I completely agree. Look, speaking of Wade just for a second, I love how emotional Wade is. Can you talk to me about the importance of showing kids, especially kids, a male lead that is in touch with his emotions and feelings?
I am inwardly a lot like this character. And it's very easy for me to cry. And I felt very ashamed of it as a kid, or very shy about it rather. Not necessarily ashamed, but very shy about it. And I didn't feel like it was like a very public thing to do, even though sometimes I couldn't help it. But when I went to school and I saw some of my classmates, my friend Mickey Tice, Gabe Levy, they were so beautifully open and vulnerable. I was like, wow, what a gift, what a power that they're able to share that. And it can affect people in such a way. I felt like, obviously I got to that point, but I was like, man, I wish young Mamoudou hadn't stunted himself in that way and just like allowed himself to really go in those places publicly, because my friends knew me and it still came out anyway. Like I didn't do a very good job like hiding it, but I certainly grappled with it in a kind of a sense. So I'm really excited for people to see this and feel like, oh, no, this is okay. And it's actually healthy. I think it's really important.
Something that adds to this movie is your guys' chemistry. Were you guys able to record it together to capture that?
Wow. So no, we actually didn't meet until D23. Yeah. But if you can gather Peter, Denise, I, and Mamoudou as well, and Kat, and every single person who was a part of this, like John as well. Sorry, I missed that for a second. We all kind of led with the same message and same motivation. And I think it's that clear message of love and gratitude and just putting our 115% into it that made everything kind of cohesive and really flow in a way that it looks like we were in the same room together. And Peter was just such a dang good director too. Yeah. And again, our writers were so good at being very clear about what they needed and wanted that I feel like we just kind of stepped into the shoes and they just helped us.
Well, look, I love this movie, top to bottom. You guys are amazing. The animation is stunning and the story is beautiful. It is for everybody. Thank you guys so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.